In this module, we'll explore positioning. Positioning allows us to do exactly what the name implies: position our elements. There are 4 types of positioning: static, fixed, relative, and absolute. All elements are static by default, so that's an easy one. Let's look at fixed. Right now, our menu bar scrolls up when we scroll down the page. We can use fixed positioning to fix it in place. First, we'll write a property name of position and then write fixed. Now when we scroll, our menu bar element stays fixed on the page. Now let's look at relative positioning. With relative positioning, an element will be positioned relative to where it would normally be on that page. Let's add a locally stored up arrow image to our page with an ID of up. We'll put the image right under the body and see where it ends up on our page. This is where the image appears on our page. Now let's position it relative to its natural position, 20 pixels up from the bottom and 22 pixels from the right. Now relative to its original position, the image is 20 pixels up from the bottom and 22 pixels from the right. Let's look at absolute position. An element with absolute positioning is positioned relative to the nearest ancestor. If the element does not have an ancestor, like in our case, the element will use the body and scroll with the page. Let's change the position to absolute. Now the element should position relative to our body and then scroll up with our page. It does exactly that. Let's look at another example. Let's place the image under the sushi image and see how it looks when we run our page. Now, relative to its ancestor, the menu bar div, it sits 20 pixels from the bottom and 22 pixels from the right. We'll make our up arrow a way to return to the top of our page. We'll apply a fixed positioning to it, same bottom and same right. Positioning is another great way to have more control over your elements.